Thanks.
Now, I'm calling in today, of course, to talk about Coley's Point Primary School replacement, which we've chatted about before and recently again has been in the news. I'm pleased to say, it is moving forward. And more than 750, as we mentioned previously, so almost $1 million will move forward. The land, as I mentioned, had been expropriated just prior to the election. And so that land has to be paid for, and engineering designs and stuff have to move forward. So, I'm confident that we're going to get it done. I mean, it's been promised years before. As you know, it's a 65-plus-year-old facility. It's a passionate issue for residents in that area. I mean, people have been advocating for this for years and years. Educators, current and former, local municipal politicians in the area, Parents are extremely passionate about this, but I'm confident that we're going to get it done. I mean, I've been working with the Premier on this, been working with the Minister of Education. I understand he was on your show yesterday.
Yep.
And so, by working together, we achieve the greatest results. I stand by that. And I know as the representative for the District of Harbour Grace, Portagrey, it's a strong district, I say, I will certainly continue to be vocal about this. We want steel in the ground. That's the main thing. But a couple of other topics I want to get to as well is today we have a ceremony planned at 2 o'clock at Confederation Building for our Special Olympians, Team Canada.
Fantastic.
And so this is open to everyone. Everyone's welcome to join us to celebrate our Special Olympians who represented us so well in Austria just recently. Miss Crystal Young of Harbour Grace is of my district, so I'll be introducing her today, along with Miss Sandra Smith of Carbonear. Now, Sandra and I go way back, actually. We grew up together. She was originally from Spaniards Bay, but now living in Carbonear. And we have Miss Clarissa Harris of Gander and Justin Dodge of Grand Bank. So we'll have a lovely ceremony today. The Premier will be speaking. The Minister, Sherry Gammon-Walsh, will also be speaking. Of course, it's her department that oversees recreation and social development and whatnot. So It's going to be a great time. I'm even taking my mom along today. She's interested to come along and support this initiative. She's also known Sandra. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I certainly encourage everyone, if you're in the area, come on over to the Confederation Building, main lobby for 2 o'clock. And, it's just going to be a great time.
2 o'clock. Whoops.
2 o'clock today.
I said 3 o'clock on the tweet. I'll have to correct that. Stand by.
Okay.
2 p.m.
Also, Jonathan, I want to acknowledge some residents in my district. I had them in. It's always great, when you can get residents to come in, constituents from your district to come and be a special guest in the House of Assembly. 2 first-time authors I acknowledged in the House of Assembly this past week. Miss Janice Drover of Upper Island Cove for her book, For Miracles Happen.
It's a very nice book.
And, it tells a story about her husband, Rendell Drover, who experienced a major life-threatening industrial accident on the dock down in Harbour Grace, of course, a well-known fisherman in the community. And she tells that story in detail, the series of dangerous operations he had to go through, medical procedures, and how he survived. And Janice is, if you've had the opportunity to meet this lady and talk with her, she's fun-loving and she's got a huge heart. And those proceeds of her book, her share of the proceeds, she's donating to the Children's Wish Foundation. So that's something that family is doing. Also, a first-time author, Mr. James Mercer, originally of Upper Island Cove, but now living in Bishop's Cove for some years. And he recalls the story of a brutal murder from 1883 of his great-grandfather and namesake, which is James Loyal Mercer. Mm-hmm. And so, again, these guys are first-time authors. It was wonderful. I was proud to stand up and give a member statement on their accomplishments. And they were special guests in the speakers gallery. The speaker, Tom Osborne, acknowledged them. And it's lovely when you can do this. I also have to mention, and you've probably
quickly, though, because we have to go to the break. Please.
Okay. Mr. Pat Collins of Harbour Grace as well. He's got a number of novels out and books. So lots of great talent from the district of Harbour Grace, Portagrey. But on that note, I won't keep you. But again, I'll certainly keep you posted on those updates for College Point Primary School. It's been a long overdue process, but I'm happy to say it's our government that's going to make it happen, and I will certainly be vocal about it until it does. And when we turn that sod, I'll invite you to come on out and take part in that very special ceremony.
Sounds great.
I want to wish you a happy Easter, you and all your listeners. Have a safe and happy Easter.
Thanks, you too. Soon. Have a wonderful Easter, and have fun with your mom today, and say hi to the Special Olympians. That sounds great. Take care, Pam Parsons.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.